It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Pirates will kick it away to start. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Pirates! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a crease, it's Soto. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. He's open on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, if you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. The give on the option. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3:25. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs at Soto. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to FIU. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got him downfield. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Worth. Breaks into the open. Defense picks it up. Oh, what a cut. At the 20. Touchdown, Owls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
East Carolina, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Turns it on at midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Smith dropping to pass. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Under fire. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. Caught behind the line. It's hard. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. ready to get that offense cooking again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. Runs through it and runs through another one. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Soto. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown Owls. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. There he goes. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And some room to work. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, ECU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He smashes his way through again. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The run to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
On the run, it's Soto. He makes the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Owls! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up for the PAT.
It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. Will cross that goal line. Will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll... This drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Smith wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The corners are walked up tight. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
East Carolina, 21.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Smith dropping to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Pirates! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the ring. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy, because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking downfield on first down. He makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. And he picks up the first down. the price he paid after that hit.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Wide out, trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David